Hey folks, Matt Marrash here. Ilford and Harmon are here. We have Matt Parry from Harmon, and we have Hilary Freed, who is our country manager for pretty much the whole North America. And want to chat about some of the cool things that they've got going on here at the show, talk about how things have been going, and what can you tell our audience about what Ilford and Harmon have going on?
I would say one of the most exciting things right now is we have some retro packaging that we are launching actually right now. You should start seeing it in North America probably mid-October. And it's very cool. People are really engaged in it. They really want to have it in their store to sell because it'll...
So this is not a brand new film per se, but it's just a retro wrapping around, is it just FP4 and HP5 that I see here?
Okay. It's FP4, HP5 in 35mm and 120.
Okay.
And the packaging is basically inspired by the FP3 and HP3 packaging from the 1950s and 60s that we used to have.
Yes.
So limited edition, like Hilary said, it's just going to be phased in. It should be here in the next 2-3 weeks, whatever, and then gradually after a few months we'll revert back to the old packaging. So essentially for film users that are collectors, this is something nice to kind of get your hands on, and exact same product inside, so it's still the HP5, FP4
that we know and love. It's just more grammable.
Yeah, exactly that. So just something that gets people interested, hopefully, and something a bit different.
Of course, we're coming hot off the heels of one of the most cool releases of the past summer, Harmon Phoenix in 120. How's that been going?
I mean, it's gone really well. I think people know now about Phoenix, and they kind of have built up an idea of what to expect. I think with 120, as you'd expect from the bigger negative, the kind of the grain is tamed a little bit, the sharpness has increased, you get a lot more detail. And I think people have really kind of embraced Phoenix from the very start, and they know it's experimental, they know it forms part of our longer roadmap of colour film and that bigger project that we've got. And that still with 120, like 35, the sales will get reinvested in to support that roadmap. So yeah, people have really embraced it. We've seen some incredible images, like insanely good images.
I was blown away the first time I looked at some of the samples on the Harmon page from it, and just I think as soon as I saw not just those results, but even my scans in 35, I was like, this is going to pair so well once it scales up, because it's just that right medium. The grain is really nice and tamed. You get more of that expansive, really vibrant color out of it. It's a match made in heaven, and it's literally new film. This is not something found and repackaged. It is brand new.
It is, and I think with Phoenix, we've learned a lot over the years, and well, not years, but since we've been making this, we've improved some of the coatings over the years, over the months, so we are getting better in terms of how we make it, consistency, performance. But the things that we always try and reiterate with Phoenix is get your exposure right. That will obviously help get you, make sure it's got that fine edge on latitude. If you miss it, you will struggle to recover that, but also how you scan it. So one of the things with the launch of 120 that we've tried to reinforce is that scanning message. So whether you scan it on a Frontier or Noritsu, the kind of the staples of lab scans, it will give you very different results. And when you home scan it, or with a DSLR or a flatbed, again, you will get very different results. Typically better results than you will get from a lab scan, unfortunately. So those might have shot Phoenix and maybe weren't as keen on what they saw, we recommend try that home scanning approach, because it brings out a lot more detail than often the lab scans do.
But that means you have to pick up your negatives.
Pick up your negatives, yes, please.
Wait, well, the lab doesn't just keep them and destroy them?
Well, I mean, obviously we as Ilford make black and white paper. We want people to print. We want people to basically then collect their negatives from labs, because we know a lot of them don't, and I think they're missing out on something very special. That key part of the analog process is making that print in the darkroom. So whether it's picking up the negs, rescanning them if they need to, but also having that as that backup, that physical, tangible backup, and being able to make a print, we would always encourage people to collect their film, collect their negatives from labs.
Transitioning over to the world of print, because I still love getting in the darkroom and making prints. Got a lot of customers ordering handmade prints this year. And one thing I've been really excited to see in some of my local photo stores is, of course, you have multigrade classic. That's everywhere. But I'm also starting to see a good selection of the Kentmere black and white papers. I think the release of that in the 120 kind of got it in the back of people's brains that, oh, there's really good stuff, and this is affordable too. We love to see that.
Yeah, I mean, the Kentmere, like we've said with the film, it's like it's an Ilford film in all but name, really. So, performance-wise, it's still very strong. One of the things that we are doing at the moment is making a condensed multigrade type filter kit, variable contrast filter kit under the Kentmere brand. So I think it includes 6 filters. So that will be coming out soon. So.
Very cool. I feel like it's just been a Matt and Matt conversation so far. So I have to chat with Hilary because I was. When I was back in the world of retail at Midwest Photo, I was BFFs with Mike because he was just the veteran on the road forever, talking about the glory days of film. But this is my first time meeting and interacting with Hilary here from Ilford. How has it been as a rep for Ilford? And do you have any other insights from the trade show?
Yeah, so to start with your first question, it's been great. I love the company. I was shooting Ilford in college, so it was really fun to, after I graduated, I went on to digital, and it was really fun to come back to film. And I've really embraced it. I put a dark room in, and I've been printing, and I love all that stuff. As far as the trade show, we've had a lot of great conversations with dealers. We've helped, just giving them the message that by bringing in a large variety of film, they're going to really attract their film community in their towns. Kind of that younger crowd will come in, see their wall of film, and then keep coming back because they want to try all these different films. So we're really trying to portray that message that they should have a full range of film.
Yeah, no one wants to go to a vending machine with just one candy bar, right?
Exactly, yeah. And this, we alone with Ilford have 11 film stocks, and most people don't even know that. They think we have HP5 and FP4, so we want them to try Ortho and SFX and XP2 and all of them. So, yeah.
I almost always forget about XP2 because I'm just the chronic black and white shooter, but then I look at the results, I'm like, what is that film? There's, oh my gosh, this looks so clean. This is so good. Maybe I need to try this some more.
Yeah, you do.
You do. It's they're all black and white, but they all have differences within them. So the deltas are obviously different to your FP4s, HP5s. XP2 is a C41 film, so again, there's something different there. SFX with a filter, you can get an infrared effect. So Ortho is not red sensitive. So there's all these different things that you can do, different creative effects you can get. And then there's the Kentmere films, which are more economical, let's say, but still high quality. So, yeah, we try and make people aware at these sort of events that there is a full range out there, full range of papers, full range of chemicals, and sort of take that back to their stores so they can really help people understand that there's choice out there.
Well, cool. Matt, Hilary, thank you so much for taking the time for us, and look forward to hanging out and shooting some more at tonight's photo walk.
Excellent. Good to see you again.
Yeah, see you tonight.